Smacking y'all with the 98th Yah-Mean of the day. I think it's crazy. I think it's deranged. I think it's insane and extremely dysfunctional that people believe that entitlement is free of charge. People will watch you design and create a recipe for yourself. Put your blood, sweat, and tears, heart and soul, foot, both feet in it. Just driven and passionate to put this together, this recipe together, this pie together. And folks out there wouldn't help you. They wouldn't assist. They wouldn't ask, could they hold the spoon? Could they grab a spatula? Can they set the timer on the oven? Can they throw the wrappings away in the trash can? They wouldn't ask you to assist with anything. But will be the first ones, when the timer goes off, to run downstairs to grab a knife to get the first piece of the pie. Entitlement is scary out here today. Men, women, people are getting up every day believing that they are entitled to something that they haven't put any work in. Jobs, everything that you do to be compensated with something, you have to put the work in. You can't go to your manager asking for a raise when you're barely there. Out of 5 days a week, you call out 3. Huh? Why would that happen? Why should that happen? You're not putting any work in. You're a part-time person. Work is changing. The company is changing with things. They're constantly changing things. You're not there enough to adapt to the changes. How can you go to them and say, I need to be compensated? You don't work 5 days a week. How? Why do we feel like entitlement is free of charge? Just because we men, we don't show up and expect a woman to be loyal to us and to be submissive to us and do everything that we need and want them to do when we're not putting no work in. Outside of the bedroom, you're not checking on that woman's mental. Outside of the bedroom, you're not making sure that she's straight and she hit her goals. You can care less. As long as she lay down and put her legs up as the peace sign, you good. You're not making sure her health is up to date. You're not making sure that the things she's talking about, that you're asking her, well, when are you going to take that route? Yeah, I've been hearing you talking about, starting your side hustle in the hair salon. When is that going to take place? How can we restructure some time for you to sit down and take a look at that, to draw up a plan? Oh, I see that you've been tired lately. Don't worry about, taking care of the kitchen and stuff like that. I already got that done. Getting in tune to their world of what they got going on. If they have a child and the child is stressing them out, they may be a teenager, things of that nature. Understanding what she likes to do, what brings her some type of peace, what puts her mind at ease, and you're assisting with that. See, it goes way beyond financial. These people, some of these women, they get on here, they talk all that financial shit. Oh, as long as the man's taking care of me financially, I'm at ease. I submit and do whatever. Well, that could sound like a prostitution thing. Because if that's all that's needed to be submissive with just throwing money, then we can go to the strip club and throw the dollar bills. Look, I got this bag. What it? Come to the back. Get on your knees. I got an extra one for you. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, You could be controlled seriously with that money outside of happiness. Yeah, I'm paying your bills. I'll beat the shit out of you. I'm paying your bills. You need to come home at this time. You need to do this for me. You need to do this, do that. See, a lot of times control could be the main barrier to all that submission that you want. Control about everything, which leads to no respect. So we all get the financial part of it that needs to be secured. But some women out here are so money hungry that they tend to forget where that can lead. Total disrespect. You see it all the time. Fuck it, I'm going to cheat on you. I'm going to try to fuck your girlfriend. I'm going to try to fuck your sister. I'm going to try to fuck the nanny. I'm going to do all these things. But guess what? I got money. You well taken care of. You and your Gucci shoes. Don't worry about it. You upset because you caught me fucking on video? I'm going to surprise you with a new car. Shut your fucking face. Be happy while I go fuck these other women and shit and do the same thing. Gotta be careful when you talk that money shit. You love that money shit. Secure me, submissive. Yeah, I'm be submissive. I'm gonna do anything you say. That means shut the fuck up while I fuck everybody. Half of y'all don't want that. It's a small percentage of women out here that be like, okay, well, you know, because they just hell bent on the money. But the average woman doesn't want that. So y'all just get out of here talking all that shit. Yeah, that's the only thing that's going to submit. Nah, it's a lot of other areas why submission should be in place. The real genuine love, concern, a good man that comes home to you, that provides. But it's way more about providing. Because if that's all it takes, then what respect do I have for you? All I have to do is come to the table and say, guess what? Everything is paid for. Do what the fuck I say, when I fucking say it, and how I fucking say it. If everything is about submission. What happened to the actual absolute respect for the individual, how that person treats you? How that person is in your world? How did that person make you feel outside of money? You don't buy relationships. It's got to be a point on how that person makes you feel. So fellas, if you're not all in a world and you're not doing all these things and you're not making sure she's really good outside of financial, you pay for everything. I get it. Now, next, this is your partner you're talking about. This is somebody that's in life that you supposedly value. Where does the treatment begin? That woman is not entitled to be loyal to you and to do all these things for you and drop whatever she's doing for you if all we doing is dropping dick off. You can't be selfish like, have a second and third and fourth woman and worry about where she is. You're not entitled to that. We're not entitled to that, fellas. To the woman that you want to be submissive to you, to the woman that you want to be loyal to you, to the woman that you want to see no other man but you. There is work that needs to be done from A to Z on a daily basis outside of financial. This is a human being you're talking about with feelings and emotions. It need to be catered to, protected, caressed, told that it's going to be okay. Way more than financial. You want to do the financial thing? Like I said, it's escort services out here, strip clubs out here. We can go. Let's go. Let's throw some money. Let's go get buck wild. Let's go get buck wild in there. You get them bitches to do anything you want them to do. Trust me, there's a bunch of nasty shit going on out here. You can get it done. But you're not entitled just because you drop down some money for that woman. Because it's not enough. And while women are always talking about that, oh yeah, men pay all my bills, I'm at ease. There's a lot of men that pay all their bills and they still stress the fuck out. They're still complaining. Why? Because the man barely respects them. The man doesn't listen to him. The man ain't trying to spend no time with him when he has time. So y'all can talk about that submissive shit all you want. Money's going to save all the issues. It don't. It don't. It alleviates one part of a lot of situations. We all know that people can be stressed out financial when your money ain't right. You don't feel right. You don't feel good. I get it. But that's one aspect of it. That's one aspect of it. It's just like a vehicle. Your engine may be great. Your back tires may be great. But if something is wrong with the driver's seat, left tire, guess what? You're not going anywhere. Everything around the car is great. But that one piece is going to alleviate you going anywhere. It's the same thing around the board when it comes down to any type of relationship or friendship. You have to cover the bases. You have to cover everything around the board. You're not going to please everybody. I get it. But we're talking about the core requirements that it takes to be appreciating a party. That's it. The core requirements that it takes for people to be in your life and say, you know what, that man got my back all the way around. This woman got my back all the way around. It's core requirements. And those core requirements have to be passed with flying colors. That's the bottom line. So y'all can talk that submissive all you want. Everything is about $1. Go right ahead. And that shit could be a nightmare for you. Because there's a lot of women that's well taken care of financially. And guess what? They out here still searching for big dick. Because they not being taken care of the way they supposed to be. As a woman, the internal side, the emotion side, the sexually side. See, whether we admit it or not, fellas, and this is not for all of us, but money gives us a lot of power. And that's what we want to operate off of. Power. So much that we can stop overseeing the people who really love us and the people who really there for us. Because now we feel like we could do whatever we want to do, how we want to do it. Cockiness. So if we doing all that, fellas, understand that a good woman, just because you provide financial, just because you get her shit or whatever like that, she's supposed to be loyal to you. Hell no. She doesn't. You don't cover the rest of the bases. She's not in that situation feeling like a valuable piece to your life outside of you paying. You go to the strip club, you pay the strippers. They're valuable to you. You can give money to that to get what you want to get where you want. And most will love a woman just home and loyal to them. While they run around and do X, Y, and Z. Some women are okay with it. The majority of y'all are not. You're not entitled. Entitlement is not free of charge. Ladies, you just don't show up on the scene with your lashes and your tits out and you looking good and gorgeous. You just show up. Man, I'm the prize. Man got to do everything for me. Everything. Entitlement is not free of charge. How are you accommodating this man? How are you helping him reach his goals and his aspirations and the things that he's trying to draw up for not only himself, but you as well? How are you assisting with that? Do you know when to put yourself when to put yourself first and when to take the back seat? This is not about me right now. This is about him and how he's trying to operate things. Do you have the moments where you say, you know what, I can nag, but I'm not going to nag because the time is not right. This man needs to sit down and he needs his peace. He needs to think this out. I told him so, but I'm not going to run in his face and all in his face and tell him I told him so. I'm going to let him think it out because that's what he needs right now. Are you able to separate you being self-centered? Are you able to work on these things? How are you accommodating this man to be entitled to all the things that you want from him? You're not putting in any effort. You're sitting back waiting for him to do everything. No care, no concern. No, what's up? You know, how you feeling today? I'm not going to bombard you at the door where all my needs are. Babe, how are you feeling today? I know you out there working your ass off in the world. I know you're a black man out there. Everybody has your head on the plate. And if he's not a boss, if he's not a manager, he has somebody over him. You got them on his head. To racist cops on his head. To people in the street on his head. To the point where it's like a protection all day. He's just praying that he makes it home. And the first thing he has to deal with when he come in the door is you nagging about your wants and needs or something that he didn't do. How are you accommodating this man? We're not talking about financial. Some women love to get on here and talk about these new men is crazy. When do they ask what we bring to the table? Like hell we should. Like hell we should. We're talking about things. We're not talking about financial. Again, we're talking about the stimulation that you bring to this man. What makes you so special in his life? It goes way beyond the looks and the Maybelline. It goes way beyond that shit. What are you doing in his life that he can go out and brag about you and say, my woman is the bomb? Because I'm going to tell you, the men that's in the relationships with these women, who's walking around looking like Abylonia and all that, and that's all they got to do. They don't want to do nothing. I mean, the real ones who's trying to stick it out, they're complaining about you outside. They're not happy. What are y'all entitled to? Because you show up looking nice and good, that wills us in. Damn, she bad. What's up with her? Then once the talking period starts, now it's time to evaluate and see what type of person, how you move, what moves are you making? How are you making this man feel? We don't need your money. Fuck your money. Keep your money. The money to us is what's in your mind, is what's in your heart. How you move and how you feel about me. Because I said it before on here on the Yah-Mean. We could talk the talk, but walking the walk will tell you everything that you need to know about an individual. How they produce, their productivity. No movement, no efforts, just talking, no walking. Entitlement is not free of charge. It's not. It's not free of charge. We have to really sit down and really think about this. Because at the end of the day, we are losing heavy to this entitlement shit. We want the grandmoms and the grandpops, the grandparents' love story so bad out here. We want it. But nobody even wants to put even an ounce of the work that they put in. My grandpapa and my grandmom, they've been together 60 or 70 years. They had their ups and downs. We know that. But the woman knew how to be a woman. Your grandmother knew her fucking lane. She didn't have all the dictation of what the grandfather did. First of all, the grandfather picked out the house. This is the house that we living in. Baby, you make it a home. They didn't have all this dictation. I got to have this, the balcony, this, the roof got to be iced out chrome. It wasn't all that shit. The man went out there, found the property. The woman came in there and made it a home. That was the effort. That was the ending result. And that led to 60 and 70 years of marriage. It's funny how y'all talk that shit. Everybody's marriage happy. But they feel like they're entitled to everything but putting no fucking work in. Let's put in the work. Entitlement will never, ever be free of charge. Ever. And that's the Yah-Mean. Yah-Mean.